Welcome to another episode of Wrestling Therapy. We are mere moments, days, not days, day away from John Cena's final match. This is Wrestling Therapy. I am your host, Suji. I am back with my friend Victor. Victor, long time no visit.
How you doing? It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a long time, honestly. I didn't realize how long it's been, but we're glad you're here.
Happy to be here.
Yep. I will continue to support the GOAT, the greatest of all time. No, I am not talking about the never seen 17. I am talking about the greatest Mysterio of all time.
Okay, I have my shirt right here. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm representing.
Yeah,
I am
it's to the
representing
side.
Dirty Dom.
You kind of had it
Okay,
balled up, thrown to the side. It's all
okay.
good.
In my defense, I had work today. I'm not allowed to represent Dirty Dominic Mysterio at work. He is representing a criminal at work. My bad.
Look, you tell them that he was exonerated from all charges, okay? So the year's almost over.
Yes.
Let's just start with the big elephant that's in the room, John Cena. Tell me, what has John Cena meant to you as a wrestling fan, and what are your feelings? What are your thoughts going into this final match?
I feel like growing up, you always have that person that you watched growing up. Whether you liked them or you hated them, that was the person that you grew up and that was your that was what wrestling was all about. If one person knew anything about wrestling, it was about that one person. And for our generation, that was John Cena. It's been John Cena for the past 20 plus years. And it's crazy to think that he's no longer going to be around after tomorrow night. Um, I've always been a huge fan of John Cena, and I've always respected him for everything that he's done in and outside of the ring. He's a goat. He will ever be remembered as one of the greatest of all time.
How do you feel now we're at the conclusion of the retirement tour? What did you like? What didn't you like?
I liked how he put what the fans wanted, and he gave the fans what they wanted. They wanted some rematches, some old, old rivalries, and he gave them that. He wanted some title reigns, and we got that. They weren't long. We weren't expecting them to be long, but they were good. Um, I feel like this year flew by really, really quick. I felt like it was just yesterday when he was announcing that he was going to retire. And 36 days, in my opinion, wasn't long enough.
I,
I selfishly want more, but that's just me.
of course, no. I mean, I feel like that's not an incorrect statement to make because you would think about it like 36 days out of a year, it's not a lot. Even if you sprinkle it out, it's really not a lot, especially for somebody that's been around for so long and is respected. As we know, he is facing Gunther. What do you think your feelings would be when this match starts and when it ends?
I feel like tomorrow is going to be a rough day for for any wrestling fan that's grown up watching him. And it's going to be something that's going to be monumental, something that's going to be remembered.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I'm kind of in between. Like I don't hate Cena, but I will in a way miss him being around just because I respect what he's done outside of the ring as well as inside the ring. I won't take anything away from his in ring work. Uh yeah, so tomorrow or today, depending on when this drops, we have Saturday night's main event. We got four matches. Which match do you want to talk about first?
Is it four? I thought it was five.
Did they add another match?
They have Cena versus Gunther,
Bailey versus Soul,
Bailey
the
versus Soul,
Cody
Cody
versus Oba,
versus Oba,
the tag
and
match.
the tag match. Yeah, it's four. I don't know why I thought it was five.
Because it should be. That's why.
It should be. Yeah,
It
yeah.
should be. WWE's getting that's another thing that I'm kind of getting annoyed with WWE. They'll get to this point
Only
where
four
they're
matches.
charging everybody $30 but giving you less matches now. Now,
Yeah.
I
Yep.
can understand for this show maybe doing four because if you're going to have anything after the Gunther Cena match, you want to have the time because who knows when Peacock's going to be like, hey, we're going to cut this shit off.
Yeah.
But which match do you want to talk about?
Weaker wake work our way up. Let's talk about what the tag team match.
Okay. Yeah, which is, I believe, is for the Raw Tag Team Championships. We have AJ Lee or AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, the current Raw Tag Team Champions, versus the young team of Javon Evans and the current TNA X Division champion Leon Slater. Big moments for these two to get a match on this card. How do you feel about this match?
I'm I'm really liking that they're giving two young stars like Leon and Javon this opportunity to shine among the two of the main roster's top stars right now in AJ and Dragon Lee. But a part of me is like it it's predictable because they put the tag team titles on the line. Like, for a matter of a fact that they're not gonna put the tag team titles on a guy who's in NXT and on a guy who's not even a part of the company. Like
Do you
it
do you think that it would have been you would have felt different if the titles weren't on the line?
yeah, yeah. That way I could have seen, oh maybe, just maybe they wanna build for the future and give these two rookies a a a a win over already established stars. Now that the belts are on the line, oh, it's a given who's gonna win this match.
Predictable doesn't mean bad.
Yeah,
Predictable does not mean bad. So I'm assuming you're going to AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
yep.
I think it's going to be a really good match nonetheless. I don't care who wins. I just want to see a good match. Next, we have Bailey versus Sol Ruka from NXT. Who do you think wins?
This one I can see going either way, but I'm leaning more towards Bailey because Bailey hasn't gotten that many opportunities as of late. She's kind of been put on the back burner, being made to team up with Lyra, um, being left off of some pretty important match pay-per-view cards like Survivor Series and SummerSlam. I can't remember the last time that she had something that's, worth noteworthy. I'm gonna give this to Bailey because she needs it more. And there's the Zarya factor, who's always going, who's kind of like building up that tension between Soroka and her. So I'm a lean towards Bailey in this one.
I am leaning the opposite. I am going to go Soruka. I think honestly, the best person to get a win for NXT on this card is Soruka, just because of every reason that you said about Bailey. A win for Bailey doesn't do anything for Bailey, but a win for Soruka, when she does get on the main roster, she can hang her hat on and like say, "Hey, I beat Bailey at John Cena's final show." So I'm gonna go Soruka here. Next, we have the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes versus the NXT champion, the ruler, Oba Femi. What are your predictions?
I feel like this match, out of all any of the NXT versus main roster superstars, can be kind of like 50-50. I feel like this match, it would do a lot more for Oba to get this victory, especially the way he's been kind of like um, portrayed as this, monstrous giant who's unbeatable. I can count on one hand the number of people that have beaten Oba since he made his debut in NXT. He's the Gunther of NXT, and I don't see that changing. Of course, you got Cody Rhodes, the quarterback, the QB of the WWE right now. But he has other things going on. He has this rivalry with Drew McIntyre that right now, um, kind of like in his head. Like tonight on SmackDown, he came out and he didn't talk about Oba Femi. He was talking straight to Drew McIntyre when Drew McIntyre, he wasn't even on the show. Shows you where his priorities are. So I'm going with Oba.
Um, I agree. I will also go with Oba. I A win for Cody doesn't do anything for Cody. I could see Drew McIntyre making his way down to the ring or something, and Cody sees red, attempts to go after him, and then walks right into a fall from grace from Oba and pick up the win. I I feel like if you want to compare Soul and Oba, who would a loss affect more in the main roster for the future? For me, it's Oba.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I feel like even if Soul lost, okay, cool. You're not holding a title right now or anything. You took a loss to Bailey. That's cool. But for Oba to say he can make his main roster debut in the future and be like, hey, I defeated Cody Rhodes at John Cena's retirement match. It's a damn good start to your future.
Here's the thing about Soruka. She has this ongoing battle with Saria that can be used to be as a reason why she couldn't beat Bailey. Whereas Obafemi, right now, he doesn't really have anything going on. He Doesn't have a number one contender, so there's no one who's gonna screw him over. He doesn't
Well, you
have
got
anyone
Ricky
that he's
Saints.
feuding with. Yeah, but Ricky Saints, he just turned heel. They're not gonna do heel versus heel.
Oh, Oba's not. I don't think Oba's a heel at all.
I mean,
I think Oba is very much a babyface in NXT.
he's been beating faces
He's
ever
been beating
since
what's
he
been
debuted.
he's been beating what's put in front of him. Javon
Name the
was the one that
last heel.
Trick.
I I view
He
I view
wrestled
him
Trick not that long ago.
as a monstrous heel.
Okay. I guess we do definitely look. I don't really look at him as a heel at all. Because to me, a heel wouldn't have accepted Javon's challenge at last week, oh well, this week on NXT. A heel would have been like, "Nah, I'll see you in January on my time." Oh, was like, "Okay, I mean, shit, that's what you want. We could do it. We could do the dance." And now when you got Ricky Saints, who's definitely the heel. Ricky Saints and Oba are tied at one, so now you've kind of established Ricky as the heel in this feud versus Oba. Because Oba gets cheered.
I see your point.
Oba gets cheered pretty well. So
I
I mean,
mean, it's not uncommon to have some heel
no, it's not.
get cheered nowadays.
No, well, that's very true. That's very true. And then the main event, we have the Ring General Gunther versus Never Seen 17 John Cena. Final time is now. Who wins?
Oh, this match could go either way as well. I'm torn because a part of me wants to see John Cena go right off into the sunset, winning his last match. But at the same time, it's Gunther, someone who's been dominant on the main roster and on NXT. So it's hard to ever doubt Gunther, especially these big matches that he's so successful in a majority of the time. I'm I'm leaning a little bit towards Gunther because with Gunther, he has this story that he can continue building and after beating John Cena. Whereas if John Cena won, he's still leaving. He's out the door. There's no story to be told.
I think when it comes to retirements, the general consensus is if you're retiring, you go out on your back. But Sting changed that. Sting retired with a win and as a champion.
Yeah,
So the narrative for Cena to win is still there, but I am going to go with Gunther via submission on John Cena. I think Gunther makes Cena either tap out or pass out.
I agree. I can see that happening. Cena passing out. I don't see Cena tapping out.
I think even either or it's the same thing, because the mantra never give up. It makes sense because now he's retiring. His final
Yeah,
match he finally gives up, like he can't do it anymore. Everybody has a limit. Everybody has their limit. It just depends on when you get there. So you're going Gunther.
I am going Gunther.
Okay. All right. Now, all right. Well, let's do some year end awards, shall we? That's always fun.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go with who is your tag team of the year? Any company.
Oh, tag team of the year. Oh, let's see. Any company tag team of the year.
Any company.
I'm trying to think of the tag teams that we've had this year.
I mean, we got the New Day, Judgment Day, the El Grandes. Your personal favorite. You got let's see, LWO. You got the Bucks. You got Jurassic Express. You have the new AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. You can go with. You got the Kabuki Wars. You got a shit ton of tag teams, sir.
I'm I'm gonna have to go with FTR this year because they were always doing something noteworthy in AEW, and now they're the tag team champions over there. So it's hard to argue that they didn't have a great year.
Okay, okay, that's fair. What is your moment of the year? Any company. What moment stood out to you the most?
Let's see, moment of the year in 2025. I would have to say, let's see, John Cena turning heel, Elimination Chamber.
That's a good one.
Doesn't get bigger than that.
Yeah, that is a good one. You didn't like Travis Scott? You didn't like the Travis Scott moment at WrestleMania that everybody loved? You
No,
didn't like
I
that?
was not a fan of that.
What was the worst match of the year?
Oof. Worst match of the year? Oof. I'm trying to think of what matches.
Most would say
Let's
Brock
see.
versus Cena.
That was the most upsetting match of the year, if I'd have to say anything. But worst match of the year, I I'd have to say uh, Chad Gable versus El Hijo del Kingo.
How dare you?
I'm not a big I'm not a big Hijo del Kingo fan. I just don't like his anything about him. Has
Uh,
nothing to do
So
with Chad Gable.
so it's because you like Chad Gable. Okay, I get it. All right, we finally
Has
got you to
nothing to
admit
do with Chad
we
Gable.
we finally got you to admit that you like Chad Gable.
No,
All right, that's
no.
good. See, this year's been a great year. I've got speaking with Shaw. She's now a Dirty Dom fan, and you are now an El Grande Americano fan and a Chad Gable fan.
Absolutely not.
I
Absolutely
think I
not.
did pretty good.
I will
I
not
think I did.
allow you to come out here and say those disparaging things about me, sir.
All I said were facts. Do you not
They're not
have?
facts.
Do you not have an El Grande Americano mask? Yes or no?
I have a lucha mask, yes.
You have an El Grande Americano mask. It's okay.
It
It's okay.
it's not El Grande.
It is though. It's all good. It's all good. I like a Grande Americano too. Who is your female superstar? of the year?
Female superstar of the year. I'd have to go with Stephanie Vaquer
That's
with
who I picked.
everything she did in NXT and now what she's doing on Raw. It's hard to say anyone had a bigger year than her.
You can make an argument for Becky Lynch,
Yeah, that is true. She did make
Mercedes.
that Intercontinental title mean a lot more after she won it.
Mercedes is another one. I mean, 13 belts, 12 belts, however many belts she has now.
I lost count.
I know she just lost one to Red Velvet like last week or something
Yeah.
like that. And who is your male superstar of the year?
Oof. And male superstar of the year, I'd have to go. Let's see. I'm gonna go with CM Punk this year.
Two-time world champion. Okay.
2 time.
Two-time world champion. Okay. Shortest reign. One of them was really short. Okay.
I
I
mean,
mean, for me, there's really only one option that was the superstar of the year. He won the Intercontinental title twice this
twice,
year. He is the current
both.
AAA Mega Champion, the GOAT, Dirty Tom. That's going to be my choice. I think he's had a great year. He had his big WrestleMania moment. He beat John Cena. He had 3 matches with John Cena this year.
Only person who's had 3 matches with John Cena this year.
Facts. Facts. All right. Something else I wanted to. All right, let's play a game. I'm gonna give you 5 champions, and you're to give me who do you think would dethrone this champion?
All right, let's do it.
Samoa Joe, the current AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
Samoa Joe. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Darby Allin.
Is he hurt, or did I imagine that?
He's hurt, but we don't know for how long he'll be out.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I know I heard he had got removed from the Continental Classic tournament.
Yeah, yeah, he got
Okay,
replaced by Jack Perry.
yeah. All right, let's do the current NXT North American Women's Champion, Blake Monroe, the Glamour.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Kendall Gray.
Okay, okay, that's an interesting one. All right, let's do the current United States Champion, Dragunov.
Hey, Carmelo Hayes. Has to be Carmelo Hayes.
I can see that. The current AEW Women's Champion, Chris Statlander.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with. Let's see. Mercedes Monet. Eventually.
Yeah. And the last one we'll do is the current AAA mixed intergender champions currently held by the current Women's United States Champion Chelsea Green and the current North American Champion Ethan Page.
Um, I'm gonna go with Mr. Guana and Lola Vice.
You know who I thought about today that I could see taking it?
Who?
Priest and Rhea,
Yeah, I can see that happening.
because they kept
For that
saying,
to
"Oh, they're
happen, they'd have to
undefeated."
go to Mexico. They'd
That's
have to go
fine.
to Mexico every couple months.
That's fine. Be all right. Chelsea Green's doing it.
Yeah, Chelsea Green going everywhere right now. I swear.
Yeah, it's funny about Chelsea 'cause I remember when she started in WWE, she kept breaking her wrist.
Yep,
Because I remember she debuted, she broke her wrist, she came back, debuted in a fatal four way, and then broke her wrist again.
and they got released.
Yeah, and I was like, oh well, that didn't that didn't work. But now look at her now, the longest U.S.
Exactly.
Women's United States champion, two-time United States Women's
Two
champion,
time.
double champion. Chelsea's had a pretty good year if you want to break it down.
Absolutely.
All right, last game we'll play is I'm going to give you five names, and you're to tell me what title do you think this person could win next year. We're going to go with L.A. Knight. Yeah,
I'm gonna say world heavyweight title.
really?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Logan Paul, your boy.
not my boy.
Um,
Either tag team or United States.
United States. Okay. Let's go with Bronson Reed.
Intercontinental.
Okay. Let's go with Becky Lynch.
Raw's women's champion.
Maybe by end of next year, you think?
Yeah, I can see it happening.
And Liv Morgan.
Let's see. Women's tag team champion.
She's got the most reigns, doesn't she? Her and Raquel.
Yeah, I believe they do.
All right. Last thing I want to ask you about is the masked attacker. Actually, two things that one of them seems to have disappeared. Who attacked Jacob Fatu? That seemed to have disappeared completely.
I don't think we're gonna find that out until Jacob Ratu returns.
Who do you think attacked him? I still think it's Cody Rhodes.
I think it might be someone who we haven't seen in a while. It could be maybe possibly Randy Orton. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. And who do you think, or what do you think about this masked attacker or attackers on Raw? What are your thoughts on this?
I like it. Spices things up, gets people, wondering who could be this mass attacker be, and it gets people talking.
Do you have any theories?
Yes, Austin Theory being one of them. Some people saying it's Montez Ford, which could be make sense. We haven't seen him teaming with Dawkins. Could be Ricky Saints. He recently turned heel, and it would make sense. Whoever this is, it's gonna be a hell of a 2026 for him.
I think most people have noticed that they've used two different people for this mask attacker. Do you think it could be a faction of people that there is supposed to be more than one?
I mean, it
That it could be like Seth's group?
it wouldn't surprise me if it was more than one person. But if if they are going to, it's clear as day that they're aligned with the vision. So it has to be something that Paul Heyman's kind of like running. Because if it was something that Seth Rollins was running, they'd be going after the vision, not helping the vision.
What if that's a ruse?
I
What
mean, they
if
put,
it's supposed to look like they're helping division, but let's say Braun and Punk have their match and that guy appears again. And it's like, oh, well, here you go. They're about to help Braun win. And then he ends up curb stomping Breaker.
I mean, if that was the end goal the whole entire time, why come in and help Braun win War Games? Why come in and help Logan Paul when Logan Paul was getting beat up by Rey Mysterio? Why?
Because it points the finger at division because they're not saying who it is. So it makes them look like they are the ones orchestrating the attacks. Because I mean, if you look at it, they haven't touched anybody from division. They curb stomp Punk, they curb stomp LA Knight, and I think Rey Mysterio caught a curb stomp too, if I'm not mistaken.
He did.
But which he deserves being a deadbeat dad. I was happy about that.
I was cheering him on. Like, yeah, you go.
Yes, I was like,
Yeah.
stomp his ass, stomp him again. My
Get the
last
nuts,
question,
Paul.
my last question for you is: what do you think about LA Knight being written off of TV?
I mean, it's got people questioning whether or not he's gone written off or he's gone let go. And it's got people wondering if he's still with the company. Um, I think it's just a ruse. Give him a little break, some time off of TV, just for him to come back stronger.
He was gone but he was already gone before the tournament. Like after that whole thing with Jay, he was gone for like a few weeks. I feel like doing that was unnecessary because they could have just kept him off of TV like they have been doing before. But it's it's WWE. We shall see. But as we go here tomorrow or today, it's John Cena's final match. Enjoy it while you can. Feel how you may feel because we as wrestling fans we've invested a lot of time and energy into these guys and ladies, and one of them is leaving on his own terms, and that should be one of the biggest things we could be happy about. But Victor, thank you for joining, sir. Get that cough
Of course.
better, and we will talk to you guys later. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay tuned for the next episode.